set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready on 1 and 2.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Center fielder number
Here's the
10.
center fielder now, Adam Jones. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Popped high in the air. Odor is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Now the Rangers will get their first crack scoreless. Digging in, Dave Winfield. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rangers, right fielder, Dave Winfield.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this will pop at the plate and sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Well, these Orioles entering play today, Harold Reynolds. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Matt, this has been one of those up and down teams. They lost the last game, putting them at 500. Everybody wants to play above 500 baseball. Maybe they'll be motivated by that alone.
2-1. Here's Gallardo now with the 2-1. 2-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. HR, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, Matt, this is one of those throwback lineups for me. I mean, you're talking about speed from top to bottom. They will bunt. They will hit and run. They'll play that small ball game and go after you. But also, you leave a guy at second and you blink, he's on third. They love to run. They're coming after you.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Oh, man, he hammered that breaking ball. Just couldn't keep it fair.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he got him.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Mathis has room. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. Here's Chris Davis now, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Chris Davis.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Sy ranging back to the track. He's there and records the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Rangers. I'm looking down there at Elvis Andrus. This guy plays on winning teams, and there's no coincidence. He catches the baseball, and his team wins. You have to catch the routine ball in order to give your team a chance, and he's one of the best at doing that.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Holt on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. At the plate, Jonathan Schoop. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And this is fouled at the plate. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Jonathan Schoop. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Standing in now, Jimmy Vera. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, Matt, he's been struggling, and they're coming right after him. He finds himself once again in an 0-2 count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Orioles able to square things up on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. All even now at 1-1. Digging in, Joey Gallo. He enters play in this one with his batting average up over the .320 mark.
Joey Gallo.
And he takes ball 1. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
All right, here's how the Orioles are lining up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And at third base, Manny Machado. You talk about highlight reels. How about the throws he makes as he's going away from first base into the outfield? He's got such a great arm and great hands, too. I like that curveball right there. You know he's sitting fastball. He wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard, and you drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. A little low. It's 2-2.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Ready with another 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Chuck Sy. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Gallardo into his motion, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
2-strike back foot slider. That's a classic pitch. Nice job of laying off of that.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So a great half inning of work. There it is, the Big D, Dallas, Texas, says back to Globe Life Park, not far away from that spot for the top of the third.
Jeff Mathis.
Jeff Mathis stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. The 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Kevin Toney. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There now is Moreland, and he's got it for the second out.
The batter, number 44.
Ready for another chance. Number 44. Switch hitter batting left here. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Two out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Orioles surge ahead 2-1.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Manny Machado.
As he loops under the ball and pops it up.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with another 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And the changeup is way low that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. The 3-2 now to Machado. Ball 4. Striding in once again, Adam Jones. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1 now to Jones. Grounded down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
First baseman number 19.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here's the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
That changeup for the second strike right there is a great sign. When you're struggling like he has early in this game, you got to get in a rhythm. The changeup, off-speed pitches, all those put your mechanics in the right place to throw strikes.
Another 0-2 home. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Matt, I'm looking for him to challenge him right here. You know, 2-2. You don't want to go to 3-2, have those runners on the move on that certain pitch. So 2-2 is your challenge pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. We played 2.5. 2-1 Baltimore. Here's Brock Holt now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Center fielder, Brock.
First pitch on its way from Gallardo. In there, strike 1.
Well, he's really struggled. I mean, 0 for the series, but the confidence they have in him, he's still in the lineup. Let's see if he can break out right here.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance. That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Still far too early for any semblance of a race to take shape, but we'll give you a look anyways at our standings here in April. Into the windup and the pitch. Elvis Andrus comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Here it comes now to Andrus. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Dave Winfield. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch is a curveball that backs him off the plate. It's ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Gallardo into his motion. 2-0 on its way. 3-0 now.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. On the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So Rougned Odor gets a chance here in the inning following the base hit.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rougned Odor. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A called strike on the inside corner.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
From the stretch. Another one sent foul.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Well, that base hit right there extends his streak to 9 games. Now, we've been watching him. That's a couple series now. He's starting to swing the bat. You got to start paying attention to this guy. He's getting hot.
Digging in to try it again. Brian Woodward looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. 2-0. Here it is. The high fastball is in there.
I don't know about his decision not to swing there. Hitters count. You get a fastball middle in. That's the one you drive out of the ballpark.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. A home run.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Mitch Moreland will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 0-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2 coming from Gallardo. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Moreland around first on his way for 2. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, pitching is all about offsetting the hitter. They try to go fastball up, off-speed pitch down, except the batter did a nice job of recognizing the off-speed pitch and getting it for a base hit.
Here's Joey Gallo now. Ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. 3 runs already home here. 1-2.
Well, as a hitter, he's really put himself in a bad spot right there, chasing that ball out of the zone 1-1. You're telling the pitcher now, I'm not seeing the strikes at all. He'll probably try to get him to chase again.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Rangers post a 3 spot, all coming on the 3-run home run. We're through 3 here. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Holt patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Now at the plate, Jimmy Vera comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Holt moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter.
At the plate, Jeff Mathis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Here's a flip to Odor covering, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter, Shin-Soo Choo.
First pitch on its way from Gallardo. This is in the air out to right field. Trumbo has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 5, Chuck Tsai.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
Chuck Tsai is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Well, Matt, I went to one of my go-to numbers. I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. But he's got over 60% of the time throwing first pitch strike. Now I twist it with, it's just not quality.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Here's Brock Holt now. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Well, a little 2-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. On its way is pitch number 75. Hit on the ground out to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. At the plate, Kevin Toney comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Toney.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Ready on 1 and 2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Ball 3 to the 9-hitter, and everybody's kind of going, all right, if we can just get him to walk him with the leadoff guy coming up next, they got a chance to have a big inning.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Digging in and looking for more, number 44. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. The pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No, no, no. Keep it on the corners.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled back.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Hey, when a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Here it comes, 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Holt will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats. Foul. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll be back in standing up. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul.
Oh, he definitely got away with a changeup right there. He hung that one. But the good news is you got him to pull it foul. Now you come back after him here with another pitch.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a ball hit high and fairly deep down the left field line. This ball has a chance and gone for a home run. A 2-run shot here for Adam Jones. 6th home run on the season for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 1-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Winfield going back on it. Out of here. Back-to-back home runs, and they've taken the lead. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. Home run number 9 on the year as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
You put guys in the middle of your lineup because you need consistent offensive production. Well, these two just went bang, bang, back-to-back homers, so I guess that qualifies.
Into the box now, Mark Trumbo, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here it comes, 1-0 to Trumbo. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will get this one. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So it's digging in once again, Dave Winfield. He'll lead things off here against Giovanni Gallardo. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now at 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Hit on the ground to short. Taken in by Scope. And he's retired 1 away.
The batter, second baseman.
Here's Rougned Odor now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Texas leaderboard to find that his current total is tops on the ball club in that department. Brian Woodward stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here's Gallardo now with the 2-1. 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. There to pull it in is Machado, and that's out number 2. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. This is line to left. Vera is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential. Tom Wilhelmsen takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 54.
Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Scope. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Well, balls are flying all over the ballpark in this one here, right here, man. Leadoff single, another one here in the middle innings to get things going. This has been a great offensive performance by both teams.
Jimmy Vera is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Winfield moving in. 1 down.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Jeff Mathis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-strike fastball on the corner of the plate. He's able to foul it off. Nice job.
Here he comes again. 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. 5 runs, 8 hits. And no errors for the Orioles so far. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Tony. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that'll add an insurance run there from second to make this a 6-4 game now. Number 44 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Gallo is there, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Orioles. Gustavo Presley enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 26, Gustavo Presley.
Digging in, Joey Gallo. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Third baseman, Joey
Gallo. Had him
Gallo.
chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. ready to deliver the 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
What, hold up on a 2-strike changeup right there? That's a nice piece of hitting. You know you're looking for a fastball, 2 strikes and adjust. But the changeup to hold up on, nice job.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Digging in once again, Shin-Soo Choo. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The left fielder,
ready
5.
for another chance. Chuck Tsai. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And the changeup is way low that time. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count. That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Scope has it. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They trail it here 6-4. Sam Freeman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
71.
Striding in once again, Manny Machado. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Hit in the air out to left field. Tsai sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Here's Chris Davis now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Lifted in the air out to center field. Holt has a play. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll widen the gap a bit with the sac fly as this is now a 3-run lead. Here's Mark Trumbo now. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Inside with the first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit. No. Here's Brock Holt now. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The shortstop.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Here it comes now to Andrus. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And now a pitch on the way. On the ground softly towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
The right fielder, number
now in the box, Dave Winfield. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Here's Rougned Odor now. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now another 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Texas. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Sam Dyson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
47, Sam Dyson.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Baltimore, shortstop Jonathan Scope.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Striding into the box, Jimmy Vera. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Sy on the move. 2 gone.
The batter, catcher.
Standing in, Jeff Mathis. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1 on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
I like that check swing. He started off at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 3 up, 3 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Woodward. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Digging in, Mitch Moreland. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
He's really showing me something right here, Matt. He hit the last batter, and the first pitch right here, boom, fastball on the inside half, coming right at him again. He's not fearful of anything.
Now
stepping into the box, Joey Gallo. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. You got one of those swings that goes
on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Grounded to first. Davis has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So Keone Kela enters from the pen to start the ninth inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Standing in, Kevin Toney will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Moreland is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 44.
Digging in, the switch hitter, number 44. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And this is heading for the seats and out of play to the left.
I like the pitch right there. Two-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back him off the plate by throwing one inside.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Digging in and looking for more, Manny Machado. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Comes set with the 0-1. Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Here's the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Chuck Tsai. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Zach Britton is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
For the Orioles, number 53, Zach Britton.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
So he gets the bloop base hit to bring the tying run to the plate. You know, they talk about a bloop and a blast. Maybe we'll get the blast, and they can tie it up here in the 9th.
Stepping in, Brock Holt. And, Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high. Ball 3.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track. Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone. When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Vera has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. In now, Elvis Andrus. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The victory would go to Yovani Gallardo should the lead hold up here. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And that will be a base hit for Andrus.
Well, that's a tough one right there. If that ball's at somebody, probably a double play. But as a result, it's one of those seeing eye singles. Just found the hole.
Ray Rodriguez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. At the plate, Dave Winfield. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. Ready with the 2-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? 1 there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles.